is I have a letter from RDOT, all right, and
Uh-huh.
it's a notice of intent to intercept state income tax refunds. Now, apparently, they've been doing this since 2014. My first question is, before any garnishment, and correct me if I'm wrong, there has to be a notice of suit sent to the person that is intended to be garnished from, correct?
Yes.
And then,
They don't have to
go ahead.
they don't have to necessarily receive it, but yeah, we do send the um, writ of garnishment out or the notice out to the taxpayer.
Okay, but before that notice of garnishment goes out, there has to be an order of payment by a judge, correct?
They usually do file a lien. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
That's a sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
You're all right, ma'am. Now, why haven't I ever received a notice to appear in court to right to be under the right to be heard? On
Well, you don't have to appear in court or anything.
oh,
The state just files the lien, and they do send a notice out
I've never got no
to show
notice.
that a lien has been filed.
I've never got. No, wow. That sounds almost like contradictory to law itself, because that would be like totally lack of due process on one's constitutional rights. How would you be able to
Yeah.
take? How would you? One, the right to due process is first under
Before you,
federal rules of civil procedure and Arkansas state rules of civil procedures that must be followed. It states under 4.1, and this is federal too, is right to notice. The person must be notified for appearance to be heard in court before the court could proceed. Now, if I get my notice of fail, then a judge could put in a order of judgment on my lack of appearance, because my lack of appearance is pretty much my silence, and my silence in itself would be considered under the law, in the eyes of the law,
well,
as a guilt, a form of guilt. Now,
what happens is we try to contact you before we even file the lien to try to get you set up on payment plans or any of that.
but
Now, once you decline the payment plans or we're unable to reach you, then we can proceed with filing the lien.
okay, I'm gonna need. My name is John Bursall, and I'm gonna need every letter that had supposedly went to me for this said garnishment. If you need the number for this account, claim number would be six
Yes,
eight
what is it?
one six.
6816.
Yes, man. Or no, my bad. I got bad vision. You're gonna have to work with me. 6616.
Uh huh.
Yep.
It should be an 8-digit number.
Oh, my bad. Date of
Or
incident. No, 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 no. Not seeing it. Did number
look
here.
at it. Is it on the right, at the top right?
Top
Like
right.
a letter ID or anything like
R.
that?
Dot Jared D. Wiley, PE director. Me and him's gonna have a conversation too. Um, no, I'm not seeing an actual number for any. No, the only number it gives me is 6616.
And you said that's from RDOT?
Yes, ma'am. And they've been garnishing my taxes since 2014.
Okay, this is, um, we are Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration.
Which, when the Department of Arkansas Department of Transportation sends you guys a letter of intent to garnishment. You guys are the collectors for that garnishment.
Right.
I know how it works. And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to be a smartass. I found out this has been going on since 2014. So this is at, let's say, $80 a year since 2014. Let's do the math on that, hon.
Okay. What's your social? Because I can't pull it up.
Okay, hold on. So,
Okay.
since 2014, babe. For a sign that I know for a fact is private property.
Yeah.
So that would be fraud. That would be acts of fraud. That would be theft. And let's throw extortion in there while we're at it.
Okay, Mr. Bursaw, I'm going to let you speak with my manager.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on just a moment, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And for them to send that, look, folks, for them to send that letter to the financial people to extort my money, they just go by whatever the letter says and go, okay, well, we'll go ahead and put in a declaration of hold on his taxes and extort it or garnish it. Now, before you can garnish someone's fucking wages, you have to have a fucking court order. Period. Period, dude. And I'm agitated by it. And like, they're like, you're gonna have to get a private attorney. Okay. What is a private attorney gonna tell me that I can't look up myself? Google has everything. And if you can't find it on Google, go to go. But the fact is you can't be stealing someone's fucking money and expect not to have some type of repercussions behind it. So them garnishing my money without knowing the actual foundation of the garnishing itself by just doing it makes it an accomplice to the fraud that RDOT is committing. And I'm trying to. That's not what my ex-wife says. Well, that's probably alimony, my dude. Alimony is totally different. You know, think about things like that. It's called when you prenup. That's what you should have done. But yeah, I'm just. This is the math, guys. $80 since 2014. That says, say that's the amount they've been taking. What's the math on that, babe?
$80 from a year.
That's 10 years, 11 years. 11 times 80. That's well over $900. And see, I just started getting these letters. I got one last year when they took my money, when I didn't know where my state taxes went, because it never showed up. And HR Block informed me that it was garnished by a state entity. Well, I get to the bottom of this state entity. Is there definitely? It might be. I ain't arguing you. I don't. Huh?
$880.
$880. So I'm assuming if it were $900, this would be my last 80. Or do I have to wait for my next year's last 80? I'm not understanding. When's the last 80 gonna be the last 80? When are you gonna stop taking someone's money? What's it gonna take for you to stop taking folks' money? I assume they're only taking my money, and they've been doing it for so long, is on the grounds that since I didn't know about it, I wasn't able to address it. Because I wasn't addressing it, they thought I was just allowing it. And when I wasn't when I was allowing it, well, hey, look, easy target. Look at this dum dum. We could just collect $80 out of him, and he'll never know it. That's like a bank.
Okay, Mr. Bursa,
Yes, ma'am.
you do not have a garnishment with us. You do not have a lien with us. Now, I can see on your account that your income tax refund was intercepted by the Arkansas Department of Transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So
who gave them the right to just take my money?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, see, this is what I was just telling my YouTubers, because I do everything live lately because I've been felt targeted, and
If you owed a debt to them, then that's why the income taxes were taken.
Can she see how many times they took how much they've taken out of taxes every year? How many times they've garnished it?
Did you hear that,
It's
man?
not a garnishment; it's an intercept.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Well,
intercept. How many times
We
it's
garnish wages.
okay? So intercept. How would you find out how many times they've done that?
Okay, you would have to speak to our individual income tax department.
Okay, and what's their phone number?
I can transfer you to them. Hold on just a moment, okay?
Okay.
What's the legal definition between intercept and garnishment?
We garnish wages
Mm-hmm.
From
from your
employees.
paychecks.
Right.
But if you owe a debt and
Was never informed of debt.
people that you owe intercept your income tax, then we have to give that money over to them because they obviously shown proof that you owe a debt to them.
Oh, well, before they... Now, if I'm correct, and I've been studying law for 12 years, if I'm correct, a person's right to due process is a fundamentally constitutional right.
I have no idea about that. I'm sorry.
All right. Now, I'm going to...
We only deal with garnishments here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can transfer you
Yes.
to the Department of Individual Income Tax.
That works.
Okay, hold on just a moment, Mr. Bursa.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Probably need their legal department. Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Itchy Fingas is the fact that my silence, because I was unaware of it, they assumed and presumed that was consent. And it wasn't, because I was unaware. But a person's right to due process is right to due notice. First, you have to give me due notice. All right? That is the first thing, and that's under Arkansas Civil Procedures 4.1 and Federal Rules of Civil Procedures 4.1.
Tori, how may I help?
Yes, Tori. My name's John Bursall, and I got a couple things here. I need a list of how many times RDOT has put in what.
We want a list of every time that your taxes have been filed for Arkansas and any garnishments.
Or what was the definition, or where they used a while ago? Interceptions on my taxes.
What's the social or account ID?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, what are you trying to get done today?
Okay. Thanks. I just didn't get none of that. But what I was getting at is I had said something to this lady on the phone, and she just up and hung up on me, guys. Up and hung up on me. When I said, so if I, let me get this straight, because I'm not comprehending, nor do I understand the complexity of the situation that's conspired against me here. So they said they don't need a court order from a judge to take money from my, wow. Let me call these folks back. Yeah, we're going to do that. We are definitely going to do that. For those who are watching.
Hello.
Yes, hello?
Hello, this is Dominic, and I'm trying to speak with Elizabeth Borisov. Is a good moment?
What's this for?
It's about the loan application she applied for. We're on NetTivo Financial.
NetTivo. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Dominic.
Dominic. Can I ask you for a big favor? Because I'm in the middle of doing something. Can you give me a call, or her a call back about 2 hours from now?
Okay, I can do it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to call these folks back. I don't know what that was about. My last lunch or something. But I'm going to call this number back, right? That I just called. I'm going to have them send me back over to the collections department.
Thank you for calling the Department of Finance and Administration. This is Christina. How may I direct your call?
Yes, Christina. I was just on the phone with you guys' garnishment department, and then they sent me to the garnishment department, and then the garnishment department sent me to the collections department, and then the lady from collections, I can't remember her name, straight up hung up on me.
Oh, no.
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a complaint on this lady, because that's not professional, that's unethical.
Did you get their name?
It's on my YouTube live, so I'll have to review it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
Okay.
so if I could talk to,
I will transfer you over to the collection side for individual income tax. Is that who it was, income tax, or was it for?
Yes, it was for my income tax because I'm being extorted, and they don't apparently think so.
Okay. Yeah. I do know that they are going through there's a new phone systems going on, so it does disconnect, unfortunately, and that's what we're working on.
No, she asked me. This is how that went. I could understand something like that scenario, but she asked me, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" I said, "No. What I'm trying to understand, ma'am, is because I said something about garnishment." She goes, "No, it was an interception." Now I don't know the definitions between, and I'm very well versed in law, and I'm very well versed in what one would call legalese. That means a certain word like understand, we comprehend, and Webster definition as, yes, I comprehend what you're saying, but under Black's Law Dictionary, or a legal defined terms of that said definition of understand means to stand under somebody.
Okay.
See, so I noticed that certain agencies, like attorneys, because that's what the definition of attorney is, to turn words to make words have different meanings, but that's neither here nor there. It was unethical for her to hang up on me. I was trying to comprehend how the difference between the definition of an interception and the take. She goes, "No, they send us a letter that you have owed them this amount of money, and they don't need an order from a judge to collect this money, and we send you out." So, okay, the letter is to inform me that you're going to take my money under said interception, but you're not giving me the legal or evidential facts behind the reasons why you assume you could just keep my money.
Okay. Okay. So let me see if I can get you back to a different collector. That way, you might have a better, rapport with them. So hold on, and I'll transfer you right over. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, hold on.
I'm gonna have to get my notepad. Bring my fancy dancy notebook. Notebook.
The Department of Finance and Administration's Collections Department.
Notebook.
For driver services collections, press 1. For the garnishment department, press 2.
I know they're gonna pass it.
Someone from
You ain't lying.
Please remain
Hey,
on the line.
I know they're gonna pass me around, but see, here's the thing. I ain't got no quit in my system, bro. I want my money. I'm tired of being extorted. I'm tired of people playing games with my money.
Thank you for calling the Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration. How can I help you?
Yes, I was talking earlier to one of your agents about some money that's been intercepted. I call garnishment because I don't know the legal terms and definitions between the two. So I'm gonna keep saying garnishment. They said interception, but I was just talking to a lady from the collections agency after the garnishment department sent me over there, and that lady straight is unethical. I can't remember her name, and she straight hung up on me when I was trying to figure out how, without constitutional rights being upheld here, could a state agency just board one's constitutional rights and steal their money.
Okay, so you're actually needing to talk to individual income tax.
Yes, I need the supervisor too, because I'm sure gonna find out who that lady was. I don't want to make a complaint, because apparently she don't know how to be patient or be ethical. Doesn't apparently need her job because she needs something else to do.
Okay. Yes, sir. Give me just a second. Let me get you up there to him, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All day. I ain't quitting, bro. Dude. I want my fucking money, bro. I work hard. I work for fucking Pico right now.
Remain on the line for the next.
Hey, I'm telling you, the birds ain't fucking no joke.
Oprima uno. If you are a government claimant agency, please press 2. To check the status
Hopefully,
or make a payment to your
a lawyer might see this and be like, wow, this ain't right. This ain't how that's supposed to work. This man's definitely getting defrauded and he needs help. And contact me. Hopefully. I doubt that. I'm not going to be holding my breath because I might turn blue. But we're going to deal with this. That's what we're dealing with today. These folks. Believe it or not, lawyers have a I know they have a responsibility to courts.
Hey, Tech, for sure.
Yes, ma'am. This is my name is John Bursall, and before we go ahead and go any further, because the last lady I was talking to in your department hung up on me, so I'm gonna need your call number or ID number and your name.
We have 682-1100 is our number, and my name is Rochelle.
Rochelle?
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't got like a personal identification number, Rochelle?
No, sir.
And how do you spell Rochelle?
Roshell.
Hell. All right, Rochelle. My name is John Bursall again, and I'm calling about. They call it interception. I still call it extortion or garnishment. But about a letter that y'all sent to me about some said debt I owed to Arkansas Department of Transportation.
You owe the Arkansas Department of Transportation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, been taking my money since apparently 2014, but it's to your records that 2016 it was only Lawrence County. What was it? Circuit clerk took to some said monies for taxes from that year, and then apparently RDOT has been getting it for the last 2 years for a said total amount of $200-something is what the said balance was, and I have a remaining balance of $80.76. But here's the thing: is I was never notified of said intentions of this agency wanting to or assuming that they feel I owe them any money or why I owe them any money. And if the reasons on why they think I owe them money, they might want to do their proper investigations behind the sign they say that is public property that I damaged, as it really pertains to a private sign sitting off the side of public highways. And I was using that to defraud me and steal my money. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I mean, that's not like our department where we can help you with. What's your social?
Okay, hold on. I'm recording this, so I'm going to have to pause this. I'm clusterfucked right now. And my mind's racing.
So, like, what exactly is your question for us?
I need you guys to send me every correspondence you apparently had sent in the past to me pertaining to anything to do with my money.
Okay. We can get that mailed out to you.
I'd appreciate it. And may I also ask what your guys' executor or supervisor or head executor of your department is, and his name?
Like, who's the head of our department?
Your supervisor, someone who I could talk to make a plan on the last lady who hung up on me?
Well, I mean, everybody has different supervisors. Let me see.
Mm.
I can find. The person that made a note on the account, her name was Latasha.
Was what?
She's not in our department. Latasha.
And she's not in your department.
She's in the collections department.
Okay.
Somebody in a different department.
So, okay, the collections department. That's who hung up on me. That lady right there. Because I was trying to comprehend, because she keeps calling it interception of my income taxes. Are you versed on the definitions of the difference between garnishment and interception? Because I'm so kind of flabbergasted.
It's basically somebody taking your resources.
So that's the same thing as a garnishment.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So there's no actual difference between the legal terms. It's just a fancy way to say we're taking your money and we don't need a reason why we're taking your money.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Me and my lawyer's definitely going to be suing RDOT. Thank you, ma'am. That's all I needed to hear. If you could get those mailed to me at the address that is on file, the 509, right? Hello?
I'm sorry.
You do have my current address on file, right?
Is it the 509?
Yes, ma'am. Yep. If you can get all the correspondence that you since 2000, if there's anything since 2012 and back.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay, I need all that. I need all that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a great day, Rochelle. Bye bye. All right. There it is, guys. I'm being extorted with a fancy word. And let's go ahead and see if Google will tell us anything different. Okay, so they took they took $880 of your income tax. They didn't even come send them out yet. What's this about? What's this dude on? No, I'm trying to explain. Look, the reason I started going live is because it's the only way that I know that my record is actually going to be in the format that I recorded it in. Because, see, somehow somebody likes to go through get into my records on my Google Photos or anything that's I got saved on the cloud. It, it gets changed, it disappears, deleted, or timestamps change. It's strange. I could prove it, but it takes a long time to prove. So I went live. Now I have multiple witnesses on what I'm going through, and it's recorded and being archived. All right, if that's how you want to put it. But what I'm on is, I don't. The fact is this, dude. And if you're too ignorant to understand what I'm talking about, then don't watch my page. That's point blank. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not trying to take my frustrations out on someone who don't even know what's going on. But my mom always told me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And then she also says, sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut and let people to assume you're an asshole than opening your mouth and revealing all doubt. Take those two things into comprehension and think before you speak. Because no taxes ain't came out yet. But the fact is this has been going on since 2014. And if you don't know, then why don't you wait and it'll be explained? Don't just assume that I'm just ranting about nothing. If I were to say, hey man, you're going to pay me $200, Gestapo, the cartel, anybody, and you just didn't feel like paying it, and I'm like, oh, I'm a government agency, so you're going to pay me because I'm a government agency, that makes it right for me to take your money without your permission or without your consent? No, bro, it doesn't. You gotta have facts. Don't get up on this page or get on my YouTube video and just throw out random thoughts, dude. Think comprehensible, man. This is why folks told me to dumb it down. Because some people, but I don't want to lower my intellectual being for someone else's uneducatedness. Ignorance isn't bliss. And anytime you talk to a freaking lawyer about law and you go, well, I didn't know that. Ignorance of the law is no excuse, my friend. Period. I don't owe child support. I don't have child support. My child was adopted illegally without a DNA test proven by Illinois. And that was illegal. Because before they can even strip any parent in Illinois of their rights, and I don't know if this goes for every state, but I'm pretty damn sure. I know for a fact Illinois is a law that you can't strip a parent of their rights unless DNA is proven. I was never proven DNA, but they sure stripped me of my parental rights. But that's besides the point. That's not what I'm on. I don't owe child support. No, they're garnishing. Everything is illegal. I'm seeing a trend here. No, what's illegal is me having my money taken, bro, and not given due process. No notice, no order for them to say. Like, if you hit my car or you broke my shit, dude, Loud Thoughts podcast. Oh, Loud Thoughts podcast. Look, bro, if you tried to sue me, right? Or you hit my shit, broke my shit, I tried to sue you, I would have to send you or your advocate or agency a notice under Arkansas Rules of Civil Procedures or federal laws, Federal Rules of Civil Procedures 4.1. Notice must be given first. So that they don't have to tell you shit. Yes, they do, bro. Just like the police just can't come up in your house and say, oh, we're going to look at your house for something because we think it's in there by hearsay. Okay. It's been going on since 2014, bro. Do the math. $80 times fucking 2014. Dude. That's 11 years. That's $800 almost. You know what I mean? 880. And they told me, if you were listening, the fine or the amount that I said owed RDOT was only $240. So why you been taking my money? They have look, bro. They have to give you the federal rules of civil procedures is on the books for a reason. The Arkansas Constitution is a book for a reason. The United States Constitution is a thing for a reason. And that's what I'm trying to do, bro. But like whoever it was earlier said, they're just going to give you the runaround. That's all they're trying to do until I give up. And since I found out about this last year, I talked to the lady 3 times. And they sent me an email. Look, well, where are you getting your fact at? Explain that to me. Where are you get what PZ too loud, pipe save lives. Okay, let me ask you a question. Where are you getting your facts at that they don't have to inform you? Show me the law. Show me your rationality behind what you're saying. Yes, 12 years I studied law. 12 years. Because Arkansas illegally, Judge King in Lawrence County, a DHS judge, took my wife's kids without even due process, dude. So I didn't know where to turn, bro. Went to a lawyer that is also the judge in the same district. His name is Mark Johnson. And if you're from Arkansas, now I called the Attorney General, not their jurisdiction. Called the Secretary of State, not their jurisdiction. My next step is Sarah Huckabee Sanders. But I've already talked to her little sidekick, Mike, from the front desk, and everything I asked this man about, even kidnapping, ain't their jurisdiction. So apparently, when the Whitewater scandals happened with Bill Clinton when he was governor down here, it just gets looked past. And people just like, oh, that's the norm. No, I'm not. Why does everybody, because I get agitated and express my feelings, assume the motherfucker's on meth?
No, he's not on meth. He's just the way.
This is how I act, dude, when I get mad or I'm agitated. And then I'm dealing with uneducated folks. I don't even want to go that far. Thanks, babe. Uneducated folks, and because they're so uneducated and can't keep up and dumbed down, they automatically assume I'm on meth.
So, Daddy,
Who's Dave? If you're talking about that fucking app bank, dude, I swear to God, this motherfucker. I could also call JG Wentworth. It's my money and I want it. That's got jokes. Dave is in Cambridge, but he's elite. Oh, Cambridge. I have gotten an email from them to hire my legal education, but I'm not trying to become a lawyer. I just know that under the juris corpus secundum, I think it's 4-7. Their first duty is to the court. So Dave does YouTube as well. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to look up Dave. Give me his YouTube page. But if he's the elite and he working for the same people that's stealing from my pockets, so how's it? I need a joint. That's what the fuck I need.
without the camera.
Well, I'm trying to explain.
Dad and what?
Your dad?
Yeah.
He's 36 and studied law since he was 18, he said. Wow. Well, I'm not 36. I'm 40, and I ain't been studying law since I'm 18. I started studying in 2012 when I was in prison for breaking a phone and kicking a car. Sounds stupid, but I'm not trying to get into my past about anything like that. Saying though is these folks even told me when I said, "Don't you need a court order?" They said, "Yeah." Okay. But then when I asked when I asked the tax collector or the Department of Transportation, DOT or not, they want to tell me that they don't need a order, but then so I could just steal somebody's money without, hey, I'm taking that. Oh no, I'm not. Unless I had a lawsuit that granted me that permission to do that, a judge's order, anything that has to do with equity in them terms of garnishments or anything like that. The only two ways your tax to be garnished legally, and quote me if I'm wrong, is you owe back taxes, or like whoever earlier said, child support.
Illegal.
I don't have child support. I don't pay child support. If I had child support, I would pay child support, but I don't have child support. I have one kid that I haven't seen since she was since she was 2, and she just turned 18. Amen that I'm finally talking to her again. I finally disclosed that I am her supposed to be real father. We're still waiting DNA. I gotta buy a test, but that's beside the point. Fact is, they're stealing my money, and I'm not happy about it. Motherfuckers be starving out here. Motherfuckers be
Living off
tired.
incomes.
I work from 4:45 at a goddamn chicken factory, throwing birds the size of baby turkeys, dog. And my hands hurt, my wrist hurts, my back hurts. And I'm working just so I
Can eat.
could pay somebody else to live. I don't owe the government. They've not shown me proof of where I owe them.
Maybe quit arguing with people that don't give two fucks.
Well, thanks for the salute. I don't care less about job. I don't care about money. For real. I just don't like working hard and the money that I'm supposed to have. I'm trying to save up for a betterment of my position in life. Is being taken by a third party fucking entity that I have no. It ain't my homeboy I owe money to. It ain't my mom I borrowed $100 from. It ain't no bank that I took a loan out from. You know what I mean? Man, someone else said call Cambridge Bridge, Dave. I don't know who you're talking about. Dude said Cambridge Dave. I know that dude. Well, tell this Cambridge Dave to get a hold of me. I can argue a valid point myself. I don't want to argue. I just want my fucking money. I want to find out what gave them the opposition or the inkling of a thought that they could just take my money without even due process, dude. That's what I'm asking. The due process behind the legality of the situation. Oh, they don't need that. They do need that. Period. But because I want to know, and I'm expressing myself on a platform. I'm on meth.
They're stupid.
I'm on meth. I smoke pot, bro. I don't fucking smoke meth. And if I were smoking meth, I got it from your fucking mama. Maybe they sent it to a different or wrong address. Right, I understand that too. But anything to do with government operational situations, letters that deal with courts or government, I believe it should be some type of law out there that it should be certified. You ought to sign for it. Not just anybody that's over 18, and that's in the law that it can be dropped off to anybody at your address that's 18 and you've been served. That's crazy. Because what if my 18-year-old son, my 18-year-old, my daughter's boyfriend, who's 18, who don't even live at the house, got the letter and dumps my daughter and don't never show back up. No. Wow. So I'm not informed. I'm still not yet informed. Well, my treehouse is at fuck yourself lane, pretty much, And I'm not living in a fucking tent. Trolls. This is what a troll does. These comments right here are what trolls do. These are trolls. Whoever sent these trolls to my fucking YouTube can suck a big goat dick.
Fuck them. Can we,
I heard your money was talking. I heard your mama was talking too, but she had her mouth full of dick.
You don't talk about nobody's mama that way.
Motherfucker need to stop playing games on my mother. Stop trolling me, dog. It's really agitating.
Well, I understand that, but you talk about them, not their mama. That's rude. Baby.
Yeah, it's called insulation, my dude. It's cheaper than fucking shit you buy at Walmart, motherfucker.
Can we talk?
Yep. These folks here, boy. I wonder if they ever seen that YouTube video of that motherfucker that was a gamer. And these motherfuckers were trolling him on them games that he showed up at their fucking houses. Shit like that does happen. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers gotta watch what the fuck they say over this internet. Like, you say the wrong shit to the wrong person, motherfuckers. No threat intended, but shit could happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's call them back and do what? That's messed up. It might be messed up. Motherfuckers over here talking about conditions of living.
Who gives a fuck what they're saying? I'm trying to talk to you.
I understand. It just agitates me on the fact that they can't. That lady that I talked to last gave me the
A runaround?
No, she told me the fact there is no different legal definition term for garnishment or interception. What? I've never heard of interception. That's what's agitating me. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that situation. Doorstep is off day activity. You're right. But and well, you wouldn't be worth my time to be doorstepping anyways. And what the fuck? Why you trolls on my page anyways? What the fuck? What I do to a motherfucker like you? I work, motherfucker. What do you mean? The money that I'm working for is getting stolen. Yeah, I got money for cigarettes. I also got money for pot, motherfucker. What the fuck? I might even have money for guns. You want to get onto it? Shit.
Jesus Christ sakes. You ain't getting
Got money for fucking truck parts also, motherfucker. What I smoke, what I do in my personal life isn't really none of your motherfucking business. And I'm on here trying to fucking keep a recorded record of what the fuck these fuckers are doing to me. So when I do get my lawyer to fucking sue these bitches, I have something to show them. That ain't just in the Google Cloud that Google can, oh, well, we had a hack and your data just got fucking stolen. Come on out. Think plausible, folks. Stop getting on here and trolling folks, dude. Just stop. All right. You know, I got cold trolled once. I didn't actually know the definition to it. The troll is someone who posts inaccurate information online to start controversy or to sit there and to attack someone, which is could be considered gang stalking to a point of no return. The Illinois government intercepts money, primarily tax refunds or lottery winnings, to collect unpaid debts owed to state agencies like for back taxes. I don't owe back taxes. I don't owe child support. Unemployment overpayments, never filed but one time for unemployment, and that's when I was laid off at Sonic. Court fees, yeah, but the state don't allow garnishment for court fees in Arkansas or other state-related obligations. Arkansas, you can be found easily on the net. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you where I live, 509 West 2nd Street in Bowden, Arkansas. Come find me. Fuck. Hey, if you really want to find me, go ask Kevin Bell, Randolph County Sheriff, and he'll tell you where the fuck I'm at.
Grandpa, quit giving
These people are
fuckers
crazy.
facts.
I'm crazy.
Yeah. For sure, we're all crazy.
Who ain't crazy?
Amen.
Is this man? What are you doing, kitty? But yeah, apparently you motherfuckers are up here just trolling, motherfucker. So I'm gonna go ahead and blag y'all and get off here for now. But I'm telling you, we gonna be back. We gonna definitely elaborate further on this situation because I just, motherfuckers want to know why you can't eat and why your bills ain't fully caught up. Because you got motherfucking state agencies stealing your shit. I'm not gonna quit. I appreciate your candor, my friend. Mr. Fag popping in.
Did you smoke all my cigarette?
Teabag popping. Oh, shit. Like the name, bro.
I'm going to get cigarettes.
But that's it. Yeah, man, bro. What debt? They have to, what debt are they trying to say I owe, bro? They ain't proved to me shit on any type of debt. I don't owe them debt. The only debt I do owe is I owe Lawrence County courts, district court. What was it?
Which one?
District court. I want to say debit or credit. I think it's the white one. That's what I'm saying. They say I owe for state property damage, but the property that they're claiming that I damaged isn't even state property, my dude. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Is if I could understand if James Ranch was suing me, but then James Ranch would have to get a court order to collect. That's what they're saying is the same thing you're saying is I owe them something. But where's the proof? Okay, I could comprehend that. I don't know who this is. Who's Edgar Snyder? And what the hell does he do? And that's just more money out of my pocket to get a lawyer, right? I'm just gonna have to pay the $400 filing fee in a federal court and argue it there is what I'm gonna eventually have to do. And I'm not gonna pay an attorney to do the same thing that I can legally argue myself. I know enough about law and I can prove what I know about law just in the things I talk about. And I've showed folks, dude, like, it's ridiculous. Let's go to Universal Postal Union. Mark Johnson's oath of office, fine collection guidelines. We got this. No, I don't drink alcohol. It's a soul sucker. Yeah, I have seen videos about that shit. But a lot of that sometimes propaganda, in my opinion. Deception. Alright. Cost and restitution, blah, 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 all that. See, I'm very well, comprehensible in what I need to, research and argue. You know what I mean? I got what, you know what I mean? Yeah, I also got per what they say, which I already got, the Secretary of State's application of authentication. I ain't filled it out yet because, not the fact that I don't have, well, if I did have the spare fucking $15 to have them authenticated, it'd be taken by the state. I know about me myself. Look, bro, if you ain't paying attention to what I'm showing people, common law, look, the common law handbook, you know what I mean? Everything you guys are talking about, I've done research. Doesn't know that you don't need a license to drive. But here's a good one right here if anybody needs to look some shit up. Go look up the Universal Postal Union. Look that up. That's something to actually look into if you really want to look into something, because that's very important. Tell them to discharge it through your Social Security number account that says the CDB. And then I'll probably have to file a 1099A or a 1099C or UCC 301 or whatever fucking form and have it fucking recorded in the court and all that extra shit, bro. And last time I had anything recorded in the court was a POA on my wife, and they told me because my front page didn't have a letterhead, they were going to charge me an extra fucking $60. So I ended up paying $65 for a damn filing. Just have something recorded. It's crazy. Paid the cardboard. I ain't paying my cardboard, bro. But, you know, and we got the Black Soil Dictionary. So I'm aware of how to speak these fuckers. Oh, yeah? Oh, my, I'm the muffin guy. Whatever that was. But, you know, I'm not ignorant at all. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I'm not fucking ignorant. I'm not sitting up here just fucking blowing hot air. I'm just trying to fucking keep record of these fucking tall tales these motherfuckers are telling me, and the unlawful ramifications of their actions, dude. It's baffling. It puts me in a situation that, oh well, hey, your water's due. Can't afford that because the state took my money. Oh well, no water. Let's read it together. Oh, you want to play games? You want to read it together? I don't think that's in your category of literature to be reading, Biden. I think that's a little bit for higher education only. You want to play games? What do you want to read? You actually want to read it together? Let's see if remedial is in here. Let's look up remedial, because that's sure what the eyes I get off this guy. Can we look up the word garnishment? Wait. Let's see if the interception of taxes is in the Black Soil Dictionary. And see, we're in the eyes, guys, because I said interception for remedial fucks out there who want to keep playing games and trolling my page. Interpleading. Oh, well, back to the C's. Oh, into metal. No, I was saying if it said remedial. Oh, well, okay. Well, good for you. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just, you know, it's hard to perceive certain people's intentions when I get constantly ignorant comments on my page. What's the letter say? Where's my letter at, man? Give it back.
1 second.
Some people's intentions is to get on here and troll folks, which you're still so apparently either you're a very good troll or you're seriously interested. It says, and when I told them the account number, the number for the whole ordeal, they're like, it's supposed to be a 7-digit number. Well, that is not a 7-digit number, by the way. It says, Dear John Bursall, our office has been notified that you have an outstanding debt owed to the Arkansas Department of Transportation. Typically, these debts are the result of damage of highway property. Now, like I said, the property that they're saying I damaged, supposedly, that's supposed to be state property, isn't state property. It is a private sign that was put up by a private ranch to inform people where this said ranch is, because this ranch holds like picnics and shit for the community. Okay? So before you can charge me for this sign, you have to prove that it's your sign. Require law to recoup and any payment made for unpaid damages or repairs or replacement of department-owned property. I think they definitely owe you some loot. Yes, they do. They owe me money. So that's why, for real, motherfucker be like, well, it's only $880. What's the point? It's gonna cost you way more in court fees and fines to drag it out in court to get anything. You're right, it would, but to
It's the fucking principle.
address it, because if it's happening to me,
Who else is it happening?
who else is it happening to? Who else are they taking money for founded factual evidence of this property that's supposed to have been damaged, even belonging
To the state.
to the claimant of the intercepted garnishments. Make it make sense is where I'm at. You know what I mean? And it goes on to say, department-owned property. I can prove it's not owned by the property. Go on Google and Google Map the fucking goddamn. One would say, well, maybe it was a sign that James Ranch paid the state to put up. No. Already done asked them questions to people who is tied to James Ranch, and the response that came back to me is, no, James Ranch bought that sign themselves and had it put up themselves on the side of the highway. Okay, so if that is James Ranch's sign, why am I not being sued by James Ranch Corporation? It's not saying I owe James Ranch Corporation. It's saying that I damaged property of the Department of Transportation. And if that's the case, anything that is on the side of the highway or on the highway that is access to public is public property. Just like if I wanted to go hop in a fucking police cruiser and drive it around, legally I can do that, because if you read the back of the plates, it says public property. So like if I want to go to a park that is a public park, I have the right as a public citizen or a public person to go to that park and enjoy the public space. I don't know who owes who. If I owe anybody, I believe I owe James Ranch, but I'm not gonna pay no $800 for no post, dude. That's crazy. It's a $20 post, fence post that you buy at Walmart that you stake in the ground. Come on, man. And you're charging me $880 for it? They owe me for reals. Yes, they owe me. But you owe the state because it was on state land. Telephone poles or your land on your land ain't owned by you. Oh, yes. In Arkansas, if I pay $400 and have a pole put in my yard so I could get electric added to my property,
That's your
that's my pole. But the electric I added to that pole isn't mine. The energy or the resource I'm getting from that pole isn't mine. I pay for the resources that's coming from that pole. But the pole itself in Arkansas, when I pay $400, makes that my pole. I'm going to get a receipt for that $400 pole. Therefore, that $400 pole on my property is mine. If I'm paying, look, so you're telling me if I'm paying you to come over, if you built a porch on my house and I paid you for it, that's on my porch? It's not my porch. It's your porch. You built it. I own a light pole on my land. The state had to put it in, and I'm in Missouri. Okay.
In Arkansas, you have to pay $400 for the pole and $300 for the fucking meter that goes on it, and it belongs to you. The meter is yours. The pole
No,
is yours.
the meter's theirs.
No, you own the meter. They own
See,
the
I
rights
argue
to
with my
the
wife,
meter.
too.
Go to the fucking electric in Arkansas, and that's what they'll tell you.
So, what's your enormous you guys and your fucking names, man. I'm not the best reader. I'm not the fastest reader. But when I do read something and I comprehend what it says, what? It says enormous cock. Anyways, enormous cock. You own your pole. I love the name. But you own your pole. Even though the state put it in, you own it, right?
What time is it?
It's 12:47. We got somewhere to be?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, I will. Regardless, you smashed a sign on state land.
Let me see that.
I own my pole, not the here. That's right. What do you want?
I need you to stand up for a second. I'm facing it away from you.
So dude owns the pole, but not the meter. Right. That's I comprehend that. That's what I figured. But the pole's yours. Dude said if you own it, cut it down and see what happens.
I will.
I'll lose my power, bro. Yeah, you sure the fuck will lose your power. But it is his pole. He paid for it. It's his pole. Oh, well, I know. Don't cut it down. Right. But and the thing is I feel like I should have been informed before they took my food, my money. You know what I mean? At least gave me a chance to defend my side of the situation. No, and if James would have sued me or asked me to replace it, I would have been more than happy to do that. I didn't need to go since 2014, 11 years down the road to find out that these motherfuckers have been taking my money without my knowledge, dude. I got one of these last year. After I contacted them because IRS told me my state income taxes was garnished. So no, they waited 10 years to inform me. That's not how that works, bro. And if you went to Harvard, you know that. Right? That's like me building the fucking... After they stole my money? Come on, bro. Look, where does your... Make that make sense, bro. Hey, we took your money because you owe us for the song you smashed, the sign you smashed. Okay, so I'm baffled. I guess I might want to go to Harvard and learn their ways of thought, because it's immoral for them to even think that how this scenario is played out. It's just totally immoral. If you owe it, they will get paid either way. I understand that, but you have to have a judgment ruling to even take that. Like child support, income taxes. There's a judge ruling on that. There's rules on that. There's rules of civil and criminal procedures. Code of ethics. In order to practice bar, you need a bar card. You know what I mean? Same thing. No, my lawyer that I talked to, out of the 3 that I've talked to, one of them, out of the other 2, told me, well, that's not our area of expertise. And then one said, well, you do have a case, but I would need to get all that information gathered. That's what I'm in the middle of doing. That's why I asked the income tax department to send me all the information that the collection agency has ever sent out since 2014. So then I could be aware of where I need to start. Now, I don't mind paying a motherfucker if I hit your car in a parking lot, even though you... And let's use this as a scenario. You were parked in a parking spot, and I decided I'm going to roll up right behind you when I see your reverse light on. And you are in the middle of backing up, and I was like, well, that looks like a good place for me to stop. And I'm going to let my passenger out right here. Even though this ain't a parking spot, ain't even a designated parking area, it's just lane. And I pull up right behind you so fast in midst of you backing up, and you didn't see me and you hit me. Who's at fault? Make that give me your explanation on whose fault that would be. But when I asked the state why they were garnishing my money, they didn't say garnishing. They said, we're not garnishing nothing.
The state's not garnishing, they said.
The Department of Transportation is the one stealing my money. Look, my wife, apparently there's something urgent we gotta go do in the world that I don't even like being part of. So urgent, I'm gonna have to get off here, guys. I'll continue this later.